Ashley Darby's here.
Yeah, listen.
That's just basing your voice.
Oh,
When you're dealing with a real one.
I'm correct.
I know you talk about the streets are hot, but Ashley,
yes,
loving the look. You always look so fabulous.
Why, thank you, my babe. Thank you. I was just telling you guys I was camping last night with my kids, so I'm not feeling my crispest, but we had a good time.
My crispest, I like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
was the camping trip good? Good?
It was good. It was the backyard, you know, and then we had our torrential downpour that pushed us inside. So we lasted till about 2 a.m.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Some tents. You all popped some tents out when we were talking about s'mores.
We did, yeah. We're going to try the s'mores tonight because we're going to try it again.
Okay, s'mores at Ashley's house.
Yes.
We'll have to do it.
Come one, come all.
That's one dish to eat. How about this one?
Celebrity dish.
Let's talk about it.
All right, well, it is time. So right now we do want to bring in, actually, no, we're going to start with Simone Biles this morning, which is the headline this morning, holding nothing back after she and U.S. women's gymnastics team won gold at the Olympics yesterday. Producer Chris is here with the drama between this team and apparently a former Olympian. Chris, what's the tea on this one?
Yeah, this is some piping hot drama straight from Paris, guys. So now let me set the scene first. As you know, Simone Biles, Suni Lee, Jordan Childs, Jade Carey, and Hesley Rivera, they won gold yesterday. And it appears Simone is having the last word against the team's critics. So you see Team USA on the right-hand side there. In the bottom left-hand corner, that is former Olympian Michaela Skinner. She made some controversial comments about the team. Skinner was a member of the 2020 team and won silver on the vault. But in a now-deleted YouTube video from back in June, Skinner said this about the current team. Quote, besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. She went on to say the girls just don't have the work ethic. Well, those words didn't sit well with many current and former gymnasts and their fans. Last night, Simone clapped back, posting a picture of the team on Instagram with the caption, you see it right there, lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions. So Skinner did share some red heart emojis on her Instagram stories alongside a post about Team USA's win yesterday. She has said her comments were, quote, misinterpreted. So do you like Simone's response to the smack talk, guys?
We'll start with Ashley Darby.
Listen.
You know trash talk.
Yeah.
So is this shade or what is it?
I'm going to have to give Simone Queen of the Clap back with this one. That was good, Chris.
Yes.
I will say, too, like, how can those comments be misinterpreted?
Right.
Those are they are what they are.
And very direct.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely thought when it comes to some reads, Simone did it simple. You saw that was one sentence.
That was it.
And it hit just as hard as her saying something else that she could have said. So, yeah, I don't know where she could have gotten any of that from. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, Simone is a class act in general, but this was one moment that she said, you know what, I'm going to lean into it.
Yeah.
But I did think about this, Chris, and just what a moment it is for women in sports to see one of the most diverse teams ever to win a championship, an Olympic championship. And also, I mean, not just gymnasts, but we've got basketball, women's basketball having a year. We got gymnasts having a year. We got swimmers having a year. I just can't imagine how proud this must be for a lot of women to look at these women and just say, listen, I want to be like them one day.
And how frustrating it must be to be Simone Biles, to be a gold medal winner.
The GOAT.
A 5-time gold medal winner. An 8-time Olympic medal winner, the most decorated Olympian of all time. And 2 of our headlines this morning have been about former teammates criticizing the team and her hair.
Yeah.
So it must just be so frustrating to put in all of that work. So that's why I love her comment back, to be honest with you guys. Because you can't be surprised. I mean, listen, we know the way social media is. You're going to hear it from the haters all the time. But to hear it from one of your former teammates, that must be especially frustrating.
Yeah, that's not cool. But good for Simone for speaking out now, you know, especially after she took some time for her own mental health. But addressing all the ridiculousness to just put it behind her. I know a lot of times we say just ignore it. But when it comes to her hair, first of all, people need to focus on the talent, get over her hair. You know, if you watch her documentary, they don't have professional, well, at least she said, stylists with them. If anything, it's a bonding moment when her mom gets the chance to do her hair, which was done before she had the competition, but we're focusing on the wrong things. And it sounds like maybe Skinner misses being on the team, perhaps.
Of course.
Like,
a little bit of jealousy.
She's hating from outside the club. Exactly.
Hating from outside the club. Sometimes you just got to what? Pop out.
You know, and
Sometimes you just got to pop out.
That's what Simone and all of those ladies did.
Yes, they did.
With their gold medals.
That's right.
Guys, let's talk about House of the Dragon now. Does anyone out there watch it?
You know, Annie Mae is the only one in the studio that I believe watches this one. You hear her there? Should we bring her in on this
shouting
one?
at her. Antonio in the newsroom does as well. But unfortunately, we've got some spoilers. We're not going to give any, but the show finale, the season 2 finale, apparently leaked online. And this is not the first time that this has happened, guys. But it appears someone didn't want to wait until some Sunday, because that's what it's supposed to air, to watch it. Clips from the last episode, they were posted on TikTok and X last night. Don't go looking for them right now if you are curious, because the clips in the account that posted them have been taken down. It's unclear how that leak actually happened. But like I said, not the first leak for the hit prequel to Game of Thrones back in 2022. The season 1 finale was leaked online just days before it was set to air. At the time, HBO attributed that leak to a distribution partner overseas. Now, Annie Mae did say, when we talked about this story a little earlier, it's easy, not easy, but you can figure out some things about this show based on what happened in Game of Thrones, but...
Yeah.
And
if you're trying not to get spoiled, that's
she's going to come in. Listen,
Here's the camera shot.
Here's the thing. Annie Mae, you said this earlier. There are small little nuggets within the first show.
Okay, what producer Chris is saying is that the spoiler, if you didn't watch, if you haven't, of course, watched House of Dragon, it gets spoiled in season 3 of Game of Thrones by Joffrey talking to Marjorie about what happened in the past about the dragons and about the dragon riders. So that has already technically been spoiled, and the only reason I knew that was because I've been watching back Game of Thrones.
So you just spoiled it again for everybody.
No, I didn't spoil anything.
You see what I'm
if you
saying?
want to go and spoil it, go watch season 3, episode whatever. That's how you
didn't say it.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks, Annie Mae. We appreciate it. All right, Chris.
Do you think that sometimes they strategically leak these things, like to see what the vibe is going to be? Right?
And then delete it.
Yeah, and then delete it. Like, oops, oversight.
You just caught a vibe. That was it.
It's got 4 people who've never watched it talking about it. So from that vantage point,
they won, right?
It's a success. Exactly. Let's talk about LL Cool J. We know the ladies love him, but it's not just about the money. And that's what he is talking about now. In a recent Baller Alert interview, the Grammy Award winner spoke about his fellow MCs and artists who only talk about cash money. LL Cool J says the wallet can't uncorny you. The OG hip-hop artist who gained commercial success in the 90s referenced music legend Bob Marley, saying, you know why we know Marley? Because he talked about something, he had something to say. Now, Stephen, here's my question for you.
Okay.
Do you think there is any one person or persons he was making that reference to?
Yeah, I mean...
You want to name names?
I don't want to get anything started, but I think there's a lot of people who are in the news right now that LL Cool J has been outwardly against, and they have a lot of money, but
accusations, they are corny as well?
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not. They're not. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know whether he's talking about anyone in particular, but like I said, Drake is one of those people who gets accusations.
Well, that's what I was leaning to, and I think the accusations about him being corny. Obviously, Drake has had quite the last few months trying to reel back from an incredible beef, probably one of the greatest beefs that we've ever seen in hip hop. And we still have not heard from Drake. We still have not heard from Drake. And I think when you see LL Cool J say this guy is corny, or at least we're speculating that this is towards Drake. He's saying no matter how much money you have, you're still corny. You're still corny.
Oh, man. Okay.
Y'all have nothing to say about that. Listen to me.
It's funny. I was listening to the Kendrick diss this morning, and I literally thought that exact same thing of how quiet Drake has been.
He's so quiet.
Well, his house was just broken into in the wake of the latest song, and it's just been a lot of drama around that. People getting beat up over playing Kendrick's song.
And so he's laying low.
He probably is. He's like, listen, I'm good. And his house just flooded not too long. I think Drake is he's dealing with life right now.
Yeah, maybe some karma. I don't know.
A lot going on.
But I do think that LL has a point. The industry is so much about money and financial wealth instead of like talking about things that matter. I think that's why we value the Kendrick beef so much, or the Kendrick verse, because he had so many things that were societal issues. Like he had other things to talk about that were impactful rather than just the coin.
And he definitely showed, just kind of highlighted how corny he feels Drake is.
Yeah.
In all of his rap beefs, I mean, he put out 3 songs in the last, in like 48 hours. It was crazy.
My man had time.
He had time today.
Time today.
All right, Chris, you got one more for us?
Let's talk about Aussie Osbourne. Remember, he had started an accidental beef with Britney Spears, but now the Osbourne family is apologizing over recent comments about Britney Spears' dance moves on their podcast. Do you guys remember this? Kelly Osbourne, the daughter of the famous Black Sabbath rocker, began the conversation saying she thought that they owed the Toxic singer a mea culpa. So this was in a recent podcast. Ozzy and other family members agreed with one request from the pop princess. See if you can guess what it is. Take a listen.
I'm so sorry for making that comment. However, it would be better if you didn't do the same dance every day. Change a few movements.
So basically, he learned no lesson because he just went right back in on her dance moves. Britney has been catching a lot of attention for her. Some could say fancy footwork. The Rock family, not the first to comment. The entertainer has also been known to toss in a few props, including knives, into her performance. Stephen, I know you mentioned that one yesterday when you were doing your own version of it.
I was doing my own version of it, and if I had more time and space, I would dance for you right now. Annie Mae is rooting on me to dance for you. Listen, we have seen those moves for the last 20 years, Britney. We're tired of it. It's not so lucky anymore. Okay?
Well, my thing is, if he's initially made this apology because he, talked about the dance moves, and then it was kind of like, okay, sorry, but like not sorry when he came back with the show us
right
something
back
new.
down. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, my thing with this is Ozzy Osbourne's coming for Britney Spears, who's still doing her thing. She's still moving and grooving. Ozzy Osbourne can't even turn his neck 180 degrees. Ooh. So how are you going to be coming for somebody who's dancing? At least she's active and doing her thing, and you're going to try to shade her? I don't appreciate that.
That was bloody shade.
Yeah.
Bloody shade. Wow.
Yeah. Not a fan.
She said not even your neck. He said your neck can't even move the knives around.
Yeah, like not 90 degrees. Let's get a little 90. So
look. Look, Steve, I was like, if there's another diss track, I feel like somebody might pick that up. You can't even move your neck.
You can't even move
degrees.
Your neck.
Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh. All right, Ashley Darby, you have made our day.
Oh, thank you.
Again
Fun being here with you, babes.
All right, you're hanging around for a little bit of Lion Lunch Hour, right?
Yes, exciting with Makia.
I get some lunch today.
Yeah.
I get lunch.
We got to stick around for
you
that,
get a lunch
Stephen.
date
We'll
with
have more
Ashley
for you,
Darby.
Stephen. We'll always keep some for you.
Okay, all right, I'll take it. Annie Mae, what's on the plate?
Oh, all right. Well, Deadpool and Wolverine is on the plate, and it's been in theaters for less than a week, but it's already setting blockbuster records. Coming up next, Kevin is talking to the stars all about the 15-year journey to the big screen and more. Time now, 10:41. We'll be right back.